What's up, everyone? It's your boy Dave.
Your boy!
And with me is my hype man, Shane.
What's up?
And we have the mumbler, Russell.
Today, I will talk very clearly.
Don't like that.
Nope.
And we have a special guest, Doug. I didn't have a name for him.
Doug is fine. Grilled cheese walks into a bar. Bartender looks up and down and says, "We don't serve food here."
I'm glad Doug is on the show.
The Daily Joke is back.
This is the DQP Does Hostful, where we talk about movie news and entertainment news and trailers and stuff and things.
Hey, you know what we're not going to talk about this week?
What?
Alec Baldwin and Rust.
Oh, we're not going to talk about that.
Oh, wait, I did have a thing. They were tearing down the set and somebody got bit by a poisonous spider, so that set was super safe.
Whoa.
They might lose their arm.
Holy shit.
Do you think that it's secretly just a remake of Beetlejuice?
Jesus Christ.
I hope so.
Sorry, I like that just came to me off the top of my head.
So we're still talking about Alec Baldwin.
No. It's over now.
Oh, we did watch some trailers, though.
We did.
We watched Stranger Things season 4.
Yeah. Why did it look like an action movie?
It did.
Where were the monsters?
Yeah.
Does she go by 11
Monsters.
now, or is she 14?
What?
I'm asking for a friend. It's
Who?
Drake.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
That's a grooming joke.
No.
It is a grooming joke.
Is that funny? I don't know.
I mean, it's funny in the context in which we're making fun of Drake,
Yes.
Yeah.
because he's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
and a
fuck him.
Bad artist.
And he wasn't actually paralyzed in Degrassi. I just want to remind everybody of that.
What?
Or they didn't string him up on that phone video?
No, his character was like a faker.
I didn't know he was in Degrassi.
He was Faker from He-Man?
Under faker.
The Mortician coming to AEW.
What's Drock doing in the Impact Zone?
Oh my god.
So, as somebody who's only watched the first half of the first season of Stranger Things,
I've only seen the first 2 seasons, to be fair.
Oh, god
The facial expressions I am making.
I really think that girl, Whitney Bobby Brown, Mary Tyler Moore,
Millie Bobby Brown.
You're close.
she really looks like Elizabeth Perkins. Really looks like Elizabeth Perkins. Does she have a mom yet? And is it played by Elizabeth Perkins?
She does not have a mom yet. I mean, she just has a pseudo mom.
What's her story? Is she is she from the Inside Out or whatever?
That's different, right?
Is that another Drake joke?
Is that a Drake joke?
No,
I thought that was Amy Poehler. She also grooms.
I haven't watched it in a long time. I don't remember exactly what was going on with her, how she came to be exactly. She's just like a orphan or something.
She's like a Jedi, right?
Sort of.
Yeah.
Wasn't she like an orphan that was taken by an evil science guy?
The
Yeah.
government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they developed her telekinesis and other psychic powers.
And her love of waffles.
Yeah.
I don't think that was developed. I think that was just I ran into
It's a superior breakfast food. I mean, I don't know why.
a store and this was the only thing I recognized.
her parents are dead? Were killed? I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't
either.
remember.
Okay, well,
We're the authorities on this subject. We definitely should be talking about Stranger Things.
Yeah, maybe we should have watched
I need
this
to
trailer.
rewatch
None
it.
of us knows what's going on.
I'm the guest.
No, you're fine.
However, interestingly enough, in the 3.5 million pages the CIA leaked or unredacted this year, they're
Dacted?
unredacted.
They dacked it. God damn it, Doug.
There are confirmed CIA reports that these experiments that we thought had taken place, that there's all this media about having taken place,
Like MK Ultra kind of stuff.
yeah, actually took place.
Yeah.
Yeah, Connie Britton was in that movie.
MK Ultra?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't leave the town. I think John Leguizamo was in it.
What the fuck?
Lex Luthor, not John Leguizamo. Sorry.
I am so lost.
Yeah. Yep.
Like Kevin Spacey,
No, the real one.
Jesse
Whoa.
Eisenberg,
No, he looks like the girl from Curly Sue.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah, it's his sister. Fun fact. Haley Eisenberg is Jesse Eisenberg's older sister. She was also an Uncle Buck.
I don't know what's happening right now.
Dave, it's your show. You don't have to raise your hand.
Oh, my bad.
All right. Well, Stranger Things season 4 looks interesting.
Yeah, it looks
I'll be
interesting.
watching it. Was there a release date?
I didn't notice. We were super duper paying attention, guys.
Yeah, we really were.
swear.
That one kid got buff.
Wolfhard, whatever.
Finn Wolfhard.
The dude from
Wolfhead.
It.
Wolfhard.
Yeah, Finn.
He got he's jacked in that trailer. He got guns.
I just thought he looked like a skinny kid. But
Dude,
I don't
he's
know.
swole AF.
He's in that awkward, like, puberty stage where he looks real weird.
But I feel like he's probably like 19 now.
You want me to look it up?
I don't know.
Mid 2022.
How old is Finn
Till next year.
Wolfhard? Which, by the way, is just a badass name.
It's a sweet name.
He
It's a
is
sweet
19.
name.
A Swede name?
Or he's about to turn 19
Fuck.
in
Oh.
December.
He's too old for Drake.
I'm uncomfortable.
Imagine how they feel.
So is everyone that Drake messages.
Yeah, I bet.
Fuck Drake.
That's what
Or
he's
rather
going after.
don't. Yeah.
Or we don't fuck him, but
Yeah.
fuck him.
Yeah.
I'll fight him. I don't care.
Um,
Hit me up, Drake. We'll
so
fight.
It looks like David Harbour standing at the end.
Yeah, but
Where-
he was like gone. He was up until like the last 10 seconds of the last season. He was dead, and then
Yeah.
He was dead in the last season?
you thought he was.
Yeah, you thought but then you get
I didn't
Yeah.
think that.
I've only watched the first two. I like the show. I don't know why. I just haven't had a chance to watch.
Because you don't have internet.
That's the main reason.
you watch season 3 when you get a chance.
I mean, it's good. It's a good show. I just haven't watched it since it fucking came out.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think I've only rewatched the first season. I don't think I rewatched
I watched-
any of the other ones.
Yeah, I've watched the first season twice. And then I kind of want to go back through and rewatch seasons 1 through 3 before 4 comes out. Maybe we should do that.
Maybe. Hopefully we
Joint
have until
effort.
like summer.
That would be the middle of 2022.
There's a lot of other stuff we need to watch.
Yeah, there
I'm
is.
just going to live here so I can watch all the stuff.
Bebop will have come out by the time this episode airs.
Oh fuck!
So
Like,
I
I
got
am
like
busy
14
this
episodes
weekend.
left.
Like the
Live action.
like a Ninja Turtle spinoff?
No,
No,
Cowboy Bebop.
Oh. I was like super excited for a second.
It's just a Bebop show? I'd
Yeah,
watch that.
It's
Yeah.
just like Bebop and Rocksteady slice of life.
I would watch that.
I would too.
Dum, 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 dum.
Shredder comes in like Kramer.
Bust through a wall.
You fools.
I think someone contact the Turtles. We got this.
I'll get on my shell phone.
All right, and that was our in-depth review of Stranger Things Season 4 trailer. Moving on to Witcher Season 2 trailer.
Oh no.
Another show I haven't watched.
God damn it!
Bro, hold on. Okay.
Witcher is awesome.
So before you watch Stranger Things, which I like a lot, you have to watch Season 1 of The Witcher.
yeah.
Everyone tells me that. I'm bad at shows. I'm on a podcast where we talk about movies and shows, and I'm bad at all of that.
It's okay. You got a good personality.
Oh, thanks. Sound like my last two girlfriends. Thanks.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I
don't
mean,
do
I
this show
didn't say, Dave, your cock is too large for me, so I don't know how I sound like your ex-girlfriends.
I got nothing.
You're blushing, though. It's cute. Henry Cavill
I don't mean
returns.
to derail this. You guys do it fine on your own.
This is a weird episode already.
Yeah, Henry Cavill. Like basically the whole cast is back.
Yeah.
It looks real weird, but the first season was real weird.
Doug.
People don't have to raise their hands; just chime in, bud.
It's called being polite. As someone who's never read, played, or seen a Witcher thing, there was a card game that was at a Gen Con that I tried one time. Gwent.
Gwent.
Quar?
Yeah. Anyway, what is it?
What is Gwent?
No. Gwent is a card game. It's sort of like that Final Fantasy card game from 8,
Uh-huh.
where you had to like move into the diamond. Like it was like 9 squares, and you could like.
You mean what is a Witcher?
Yeah, what's a Witcher?
A hunter.
Okay, but like
A magical hunter.
Yeah, they're basically like,
vampire hunters.
well, they're monster hunters in general.
Are
Monsters
they
in general.
witches?
Sort of.
Are
like,
they like better than witches? Is that why they're witchers? Is there a witch-est somewhere?
There are witches.
But he's better than witches.
Not better, different.
But he's like witcher,
Yeah,
like Diet Dr. Pepper.
he's a witcher. He's the last witcher?
I don't fucking know. I didn't finish any of those games either.
This is another show that we're going to talk about that we
I
know
watched the
only a
show.
little bit about.
I watched the show. I know about
Yeah.
the show. I just don't remember if they said that
Like, I
he was
don't
the
want to read
last
the
one.
books.
I've heard the books are really good.
What is the genesis of Witcher? Is it the video games or the books?
The books,
books.
actually came first,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
believe.
So there's like a book series and then
Yeah.
a video
It's all
game series.
Polish?
The
From
game
Poland?
the game studio
think
is
so.
Polish.
Yeah,
I do know
but
that
the
for
books
sure.
are too. The books are also
Okay.
not like from the US or the UK or anything.
The
They're also foreign.
game studio is
CD
CD
Projekt
Projekt Red, right?
Yeah.
So it's like Van Helsing, but
Yeah,
with
but like
Superman.
yeah, so they are like taken in as children and like stuff is done to them to make them more powerful. Not Drake stuff.
I was gonna say Mandalorian.
Okay.
Is it like that where they're like foundlings? Because I finally finished the first season of Mandalorian. I know. I'm awesome. Is it like that?
Sort of.
Because I gotta say that dude took his helmet off, and I was like, I see why you keep it on.
Pedro Pascal is a beautiful man.
So anyway, Witcher, like they just train them from birth and give them superpowers.
Like not from birth, but yeah. They're like 4 or 5 somewhere in there.
But he's the last of his kind.
I don't.
There's another
others.
one in. There's others in the games. I don't know
Yeah.
if there are in the books because like there's one that you in 3, the last game that came out. You start off with another Witcher you're running around with.
Yeah, I think he's the youngest because
Maybe
they're,
the
they're
last
also
one to be
unnaturally
made.
old. Yeah, that's what. I guess I
they've
bet.
been around for a long time. They
So
like
are they immortal?
I don't know that they're immortal. I think they just like are longer lasting. Because he's like a couple 100 years old or 100
Yeah.
years old.
Something like
He's
that.
over 100. I just don't remember how much.
Or,
So you would
we're going to
recommend
get
it?
another angry email
Yeah.
from Bill next week.
Thank you. Please, Bill, correct us on our Witcher lore. At least what you know from the games. I don't know if you've read the books. I know you've played the games.
I have friends that are super into The Witcher. I've been meaning to like play the game or read the book or anything, but I haven't.
Yeah.
Witcher 3 is pretty wild. You get to fuck a girl on a horse.
Whoa,
What?
she's pretty wild to me.
Doug looked incredulous.
The horse does not join. I don't know, that might be a secret option. Games are weird nowadays.
Weird bestiality threesome. What the fuck is going on in this episode?
I don't know. It sounds like Pornhub, though.
I don't think there's any of that on Pornhub anymore.
Or did they take off the weird 3D?
Oh, maybe
Cartoon
maybe
sex
like
stuff.
the cartoon stuff.
That shit's weird.
Yeah.
Not that I don't know what Pornhub is, but that's weird.
Dave's mom. Dave does not know what Pornhub is. I swear.
She does listen to the
Does
show.
your mom listen to the show? Oh,
Yeah, she
wow.
does.
That's super awkward.
She don't.
I
fucking mind.
immediately regret talking about your dick.
She don't mind.
Oh my god. Did you just look to see if there was like fucking bestiality on Pornhub?
There's like BoJack Horseman shit. I don't know if that counts.
Oh my god.
It's clearly a dude's penis on a like fake horse head.
Oh, okay. That's maybe no. I mean, that's not weirder, but that's super weird still.
I mean, do you want to link the audio?
Nope.
What is Pornhub?
So I'm hoping in Witcher
You can't
season
save
2,
yourself, Dave.
it's a little bit more streamlined because I really like season 1.
Yeah.
But it's broken up a little weird.
Yes, it is.
So
Non-linear storytelling.
yeah, three different timelines with no explanation of.
I loved it. I loved it.
I mean, I like it a lot. I need to rewatch it. I think watching it a second time through would make it.
Doug's just looking at me like I'm not fucking watching
more
that.
I would watch it.
Well, I would think that Doug would like it because he doesn't like to be told where he's at in
Yeah.
the movie.
No, I like movies to make sense.
No,
But I don't need the entire screen to tell me it's fucking Toronto.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It makes sense because, like, for a long time, you don't realize that it's different timelines. It just feels like it's going from person to person, like being like, okay, this is this person's story, and then cutting to another person's story, and you don't know that this was in the past.
Right. So it's a Twilight Zone movie
Sure,
with Dan Aykroyd.
sure.
You want to see something really scary?
Blah!
Exactly.
I got that reference.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think season 2.
Did you get a?
I think with the like complaints and stuff,
Yeah,
because a lot of people complained about it.
yeah. Fuck
I
those
mean,
people.
I didn't dislike it. I liked it.
I loved that.
I think they'll probably streamline season 2 a little bit more. It also kind of makes sense for them to streamline season 2 a little more.
Yeah, because
now all the timelines are caught up.
Yeah, they're all. Everything is
So-
crossed in the.
Yeah, I mean they could do it again.
That would be kind of weird.
Yeah, it would be weird. I don't know if they will, but we'll see.
Did you get a date for that one? I thought that was supposed to be this winter,
I did too. Let's find out.
but that was probably like pre-COVID. They're like, yeah, fall of 2021, and they didn't start filming until last week.
That sounds about right.
December 17th, 2021.
Awesome.
Oh shit, that's
Wait.
this year.
That's the Spider-Man's comes out.
Yep. Oh yeah, if you guys didn't know, one
Is
of the
Jason
people.
Momoa in season 2?
Oh fuck,
Is Jason Momoa The Witcher?
no.
What if he's his mentor?
But that dude's like short and fat.
Maybe they made him short and fat.
What if it's Paul Giamatti?
Oh yeah,
He's my go-to short fat guy. Which, by the way, Paul Giamatti in Stranger Things season 4 trailer. I don't know if he was in the show before that, but I definitely saw Paul Giamatti.
He was not in the show before that. Also, I didn't see him.
Me either.
He was in the car when there was an explosion in the background, and he was going like this. But it was definitely Paul Giamatti.
That face
okay.
translated very well to this audio medium.
Jason Momoa is not credited on IMDb, but there's a poster. It's probably fan made.
he's a monster.
Monster.
I mean, he is kind of a fucking monster.
Monster.
Oh yeah, you want to bitch about that?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, look. You clearly chose the song because it says the word monster and this dude fights monsters. I get
Yeah.
it. It's cool. Whatevs. But, like, why choose a Kanye West song where you literally have to bleep out every word that's not monster? And it's not like it was some fat beat or something like that. It's a really generic, like, Casio synth sound. I think it's bossa nova, but whatever. Like, literally within 2 seconds, 12 seconds, I'm going to say 12 seconds because I had to type the word monster. Like, I found 4 different songs called Monster that would have fit better that you could have played that were like by nerdy bands or like metalheads, and like Henry Cavill's a pretty big metalhead. So, like, why wouldn't you use a song called Monster that you can play about Monster other than Jay-Z and Kanye West going, I'm a monster?
Yeah.
He's got a point.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I never am.
Well,
I just thought it was dumb.
it was dumb.
But Paul Giamatti definitely in Stranger Things season 4.
He's the Witcher.
He might be the Witcher.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite roles that Henry Cavill has done. I mean, I also agree with Doug on the monster situation.
Yeah.
I like that Henry Cavill has become the poster child for nerds. Like, I'm super, like, glad that we live in a society today where he no longer has to hide his, like
Nerdiness?
passions.
Yeah.
Didn't he almost?
I mean, he
Specifically
plays
because
custodies,
he's-
so he's
like-
kind of a tool, but
Like, do you mean that specifically because he's such like an athletic, like large, like built dude?
no, not necessarily that, because, like, a lot of athletic dudes play nerd stuff and stuff, but they always had to, like, you had to hide it. Even in, like, famous people especially had
Yeah.
to fit a certain mold.
Yeah.
Like, Robin Williams played Warhammer, because I'm going to stay on Warhammer apparently, for, like, ever, but could never, like, talk about it. And he was a wacky, funny dude, just because all of his agents and stuff were like, no, you can't talk about that. That's too niche. But, like, Henry Cavill's like, no, dude, watch me paint this Custodes.
Yeah. I remember when Vin Diesel came out as a D&D player.
Except that is fake.
What do you mean that's fake?
He wasn't actually a D&D player. He said that to try to get nerd cred for Pitch Black. Like,
Really?
it came out later. He doesn't actually play D&D. Like, Joe Manganiello came out and was like, nah, that dude's a fucking poser. Like, I tried to get him to join my game because he's got that big celebrity D&D game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was, like, super clear Vin Diesel had no idea how to play D&D. Like,
What the fuck?
yeah, that's fake.
He
like,
wrote a whole movie based off of quote unquote a D&D character that
he
had
quote
made.
unquote wrote a quote unquote movie based quote unquote upon quote unquote.
So
It's
a
Vin
writer
Diesel.
wrote a movie. I mean, Street Sharks, bro. But a writer wrote a movie.
Street Sharks, bro.
A writer wrote a movie, and he was like, "Yeah, I wrote that."
Yeah. Boom.
The writer actually played D&D because
Okay,
writers
interesting.
are nerdy losers.
He also
Yeah, we are.
like did he's in one of the books. He has like a quote in one of the D&D books. That's super weird.
Yeah. It's
What
fake.
a douche.
When I was
Wait,
in-
did I just break the news in 2021 that Vin Diesel is a douche?
I didn't know that.
I mean,
Yeah.
I figured he was a douche.
If
but
The
I
Rock
thought he was a
doesn't like you, if
That's a good
Dwayne
point.
Johnson doesn't like you,
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
When
That could be
that
true.
dude was best friends with the gorilla for a
I
while.
just thought that, because Vin Diesel's, he's all about the fam, so I thought he was an alright guy.
You realize in that movie he like talks about family, and then locks his kid in a storm cellar, and then passes it off to his reincarnated girlfriend's family in Mexico, and then proceeds to drive off with John Cena, right? Like, he can say the word family all he wants, but
I didn't ever want to know that much about that fucking movie.
I'm gonna be honest here. I listened to Jason Mantzoukas rip it apart on how did this get made. So
Okay.
I've never seen it. I have seen the first Fast and Furious.
Yeah, I saw like the first 3, maybe.
I've only seen the first one, and I was like, this really is Point Break. But like cars instead of surfboards.
It was kind of Point Break.
No,
yeah.
it was not kind of. It was beat for beat Point Break.
car Point Break.
Interesting. So I also thought it was awesome when Joe Manganiello was like
No. Mangello.
Mangello.
Joe Manganiello.
You can call him Brad. It's a How I Met Your Mother reference.
When he like started talking about being a nerd and stuff like that, and then one of the that fucking guy from AEW who's a big douche. What the fuck is his name?
Maxwell
MJF.
Jacob Friedman. MJF.
Yeah,
Cody
MJF.
Rhodes?
No, MJF. When MJF posted on Twitter talking shit about nerds, and Joe like replied to him, and it became like a huge meme all across the internet.
Oh yeah, he's like, I don't play D&D, and then like it showed Joe in his like men's fitness.
Yeah.
He's like, I do.
Yeah.
He was a werewolf.
He was one of the
Deathstroke.
best things about True Blood.
Where was he? Deathstroke.
At the end of Justice League?
Oh, was that the Snyder cut?
No, it's a stinger on. I think it's Justice League
Oh,
because like, Luthor is out and he's like on a yacht and he's like recruiting. him.
That's a really good cast. I like that. That's a good.
Yeah, he would be awesome as Deathstroke, but
No, Warner Brothers has to be stupid.
Yes, Warner Brothers is the problem with that.
yeah,
It's not Zack Snyder.
it's not.
It's not Zack Snyder ruining everything that makes every one of those characters unique and fun.
We're not getting into this.
So we got sad news today,
Yep.
We do.
since Dave won't control his podcast.
Never have, never will.
I like it. Free range type of guy.
Very much so.
Is that how
the
you like your chickens?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, am I doing it?
someone should. I introduced it.
I'll just say it, I guess.
Yeah.
Today we lost Dean Stockwell,
Yes.
most famously from Quantum Leap and a bunch of other stuff.
I'm getting to the IMDb page.
Are you looking at me because you want me to say something?
I thought
you were like, yeah, you want me to talk for a half hour about Quantum Leap? I
You
was
said
like-
no.
I said not for a half hour.
Okay, listen, man.
This-
Gene Stockwell was the cranky old curmudgeon guy that you've seen in a million things. McHale's Navy.
Oh, that was the one?
Yep, that was the one I was trying to think of earlier. Obviously, Quantum Leap. He was in Chips. He was in Bonanza. He was in the Bonanza reboot. He was on one of the CBS shows that caters to retired people about like finding crimes. I think he was in one of the Navy ones. I don't know if it was JAG or NCIS.
Probably Jag.
I think he was in Jag.
You know, he like well, I knew him as Al forever. He had the weird Jolly Rancher T85 calculator that was called Ziggy. Which it wasn't called Ziggy. Ziggy was a guy in the lab that was giving him the information because he was in like a video holo suite so he could appear as a hologram to Sam. Because only he, like, the way it works is your brainwaves are unique to each person. And so, like, they tuned into Sam's brainwaves, but sometimes kids could see him and animals because they, like, operate differently and they're not as locked in.
Okay.
But Al's job on the show was to, of course, help Sam get back because his brain had been Swiss cheese, so he couldn't remember how the Quantum Leap machine worked. So he was stuck leaping from time to time within his own lifetime, trying to put right what once been wrong, hoping that the next leap would be the leap that sent him home. But Al, Dean Stockwell, he would like tell him about an event and like, hey man, Ziggy says there's an 86% chance that you gotta have sex with this lady at this truck stop. And then Sam's like, oh boy. But then half the time he's wrong because it's an hour-long drama show, you know? And it's like, if you just know in the first 5 minutes, it's not gonna be that like. So like when they say it's 80%, it's not what he's supposed to do. It turns out he was supposed to save the old guy who had a heart attack in the diner.
Fair.
Fun fact.
This is
He
like
saves him.
actually an episode, I think.
Yeah. This is number 12 on my top 36 favorite Quantum Leap episodes. You said not all of them. I just started at 12.
Just 12. Just number 12.
No, can I at least talk about the one where he leaps into childhood Stephen King and then Dean Stockwell plays the devil?
I mean,
excuse me, what?
Sure.
Oh, it's the best episode, season 3. Okay, so... What the fuck is happening?
This is an actual episode?
Yeah, season
Like, it's
3,
actually-
episode 6 or 7.
It's actually childhood Stephen King. Like the
No,
child's
dude, it's
name.
a fictional TV show.
No,
He did actually leap into Stephen King.
in the show.
That we're aware of.
In the show, it's actually child Stephen
You don't
King.
know that till the end of the episode when you see the mailbox and it says King. They all call him Stevie.
Do you want to go watch this episode tomorrow?
Okay, so like it
What do you mean
starts,
tomorrow?
and he wakes up in a car, right? And he's playing Stephen King's dad. Well, he's in Stephen King's dad's body. And like they're like in a, not a car, it's a truck, but it's like one of those old trucks that has like the weird wooden fence around the
Yeah.
bed. You know, and then there's like a goat in the middle of the road, so like the truck crashes and Steven might die. And then they're like, what's going on? And they're trying to figure it out. And everything Al's telling him is wrong. And then it turns out that like when Scott Bakula turns around and then Dean's eyes go red, and you're like, oh fuck, that's not Al. And it turns out it was the devil that intercepted Al's hologram, only maybe it was only a dream. But he also met God. So that kind of leads it, you know.
What the fuck?
My dad watched this show all the time, but I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I watched a fuck ton of Quantum Leap when I was younger. I loved that shit.
Dude, Quantum Leap is the best show.
But I also
that's
don't
not
remember
sequenced.
Let's not sequence. Oh my god.
So Dean Stockwell started his acting career
In place.
1945.
He actually started he did theater before breaking in, but whatever. I mean, we're just going to gloss over what he actually started with. That's fine. Go ahead.
Started his Hollywood acting career. Is that better?
Yeah, sure.
In 1945 with a movie called The Valley of Decision. So he had been acting for a really long time. And then there's some honorable mentions in here that I wanted to get to. Long list.
70 or so years.
He old.
It was 85 when he passed away.
You guys remember that Always Sunny episode where they quantum leap?
Yes.
So he was on like basically any old TV show, like Bonanza, like the A-Team, Simon and Simon. Like there's so many of these shows that. But he also played Dr. Wellington Yu in Dune, 1984.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Mm.
He played Bob Grimes in To Live and Die in L.A.
L.A.
Out loud.
You haven't lived and died until you lived and died in L.A.
He was in an episode of Miami Vice. He played a character named Ben in Blue Velvet.
Oh, yeah.
Blue Velvet.
He played Chip Kane in Beverly Hills Cop 2.
That was not a
Oh,
very big
shit.
role.
He was in an episode of Murder, She Wrote. Like, he's been fucking like every old TV show. What the fuck? He's in an episode of The Twilight Zone.
Always feels like someone watching me.
What? He did the voice for Duke Nukem in 9 episodes of Captain Planet and the Planeteers.
I didn't know Duke Nukem was in Captain Planet.
It's not the same Duke Nukem. He was a bad guy, and he
Yeah.
like sort of looked like a pig, and he would like drink radioactive waste. And I think Sandra Bernhard played his sidekick, and she had like hair over her eye like this, and it was blonde, but this part was white. I'm putting a strand of hair over my right eye for people not watching on YouTube.
We're on YouTube?
He was in an episode of Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman.
He played Lois's uncle.
Preston Carpenter.
What was that show with Van Dyke where he was a doctor in like Miami or some shit? Or Malibu, maybe.
I know what you're talking about. I can see the thing.
Yeah.
I want to say Becker, but that was Ted Danson,
Yeah,
and he
that's
was a
Ted
newspaper
Danson.
writer.
No, he was in Becker. He was a
Doctor in Becker, wasn't he?
he was a doctor.
Yeah, fuck, I was closer than I thought.
Becker was good. I liked that show.
It's not Notting Hill. That's the Julia Roberts movie.
Yeah.
He played Bob Jenkins in the Langoliers made-for-TV miniseries.
That was a good one. Let's talk about that for a while. Going back to Stephen King.
Okay, let's do it.
He was in an episode of
I never
Nowhere
want to
Man.
ride an Learjet because of that movie. And also, I don't want to hang out with Jonathan Silverman.
He was in the Harrison Ford Air Force One movie.
As opposed to the Nelly Air Force
Air
One
Force
music
One?
video.
Correct, Doug. He was in The Rainmaker.
Diagnosis Murder.
That's what it is. Was he in Diagnosis Murder?
He did. I don't know what year that would have been, but
1993.
that's what Shane just said.
Wow.
Was I right?
Yeah, 93 to 2001.
Suck it, bitches.
Damn, Doug.
Here's an interesting one. He played Tim Drake in Batman Beyond's Return of the Joker.
Yep. Tim was old then, and they thought he was the Joker. When it turns out that he fucking was the Joker. Spoilers, guys, for a 21-year-old movie. Cartoon based on a Boy Meets World actors.
He was in an episode of Stargate SG-1.
He was in a lot of episodes of Stargate.
He was, in fact, in JAG.
Yeah.
11.
He usually played
He's
a
only in one
military
episode
guy.
of Stargate.
Yeah, I remember that.
He usually played the military guy that was like very upset at whatever renegade main character was doing that week.
Yeah.
I'll have your badge for this. That's the terrible Dean Stockwell impression.
So he's done a lot. He had a long career.
He was in 15 episodes of Battlestar Galactica.
That's what I'm thinking of. That was the sci-fi show I was thinking of.
Oh, that he's in a lot of.
Yeah.
And then he also was in an episode of NCIS, New Orleans.
Was he playing the same character as his JAG character? Because they're in the same universe.
Are they?
Well, I assume that NCIS Los Angeles is in the same universe as regular old Plumbus NCIS, which is actually a spinoff of JAG.
Yes.
Oh, I did not know that. That's interesting.
Man,
He
I'm
does not
full
play
of
the same
useless
character.
information.
though.
Yeah, you are. I love it.
He's not reprising the role.
Oh, that's bad.
And then the last movie he did is a movie called Entertainment, starring John C. Reilly and Greg Turkington and Ty Sheridan.
Is that the dad from Modern Family?
Greg Turkington?
Nope.
John C. Reilly?
No.
Ty Sheridan?
Yeah.
No, Ty Sheridan's like 12.
Oh.
I mean, that's not true, but Ty Sheridan's the main character in Ready Player One.
I never watched that one.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. That's
Did you
Yeah,
look to
this-
see if he was in Diagnosis Murder?
I thought you said that he was.
No, I was.
Welcome to Diagnosis Murderer.
What year was that? 93?
Yeah.
Or 2001, depending on when he showed up. It usually lists guest appearance by the year that they appeared.
Yeah.
It'd be anywhere in there. There's a lot of people that were on that fucking show, so
Yeah.
Travis Tritt was in an episode of Diagnosis Murder in
The
1999.
country singer?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I do not see him listed for Diagnosis Murder.
Andy Griffith was in it as Ben Matlock.
No shit, there was a Matlock Diagnosis Murder crossover?
Yes.
If you tell me Angela Lansbury was in it too, I might just cream these jeans.
I mean, maybe. I haven't gotten through all of it. But anyway, I need to stop looking at that. There's so much.
Yeah, so he had a long, extensive career.
Yeah. That's I mean, lived a long life.
Yeah.
Still sad
Yeah.
that he died.
Rest in peace, Dean Stockwell.
Yes. We have other sad and angering stuff.
Very angering.
Yeah. I don't know much about this, so I'm interested to hear.
The Astro World. What was it? Mass casualty event.
Yes.
So there was a show, and where was it?
Houston,
Houston?
Texas.
And so I read that there were too many people admitted, partially because people charged the gates when they opened.
Yep.
And people that didn't have tickets got in because they just basically mob ruled in.
Yes. Also, there was not enough security on staff.
Right.
Not because of the mob situation, like in
No,
general.
just in general.
There was not enough security on staff.
Right. And during Travis Scott's performance there, or maybe before that even, there were people getting trampled and
It was during his performance.
well, yeah, but I know that's when like they were saying that it needs to stop, but he kept playing for almost 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But there were people like piles of bodies, like basically like getting squashed by a crowd.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Like 10 people died and there's still several in the ICU.
8 people were confirmed dead on the scene. 3 people have since died.
Okay.
There were
11.
hundreds of people admitted to the hospital afterwards.
There's
Holy
like a
shit.
handful that are still in the ICU.
Yeah.
One of which is a 5-year-old. Like what? And a
Yeah.
10-year-old is one of the people that died.
10-year-old died on the scene.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Basically just like a complete failure of promotion. The
Yeah.
promoters, the staff, performers, everyone involved.
Didn't you
Security.
say that he kept going?
Yeah.
Like they were
Yeah.
trying to stop
The
and kept-
police
Fuck
the
that.
police had declared it a mass casualty event, and he continued playing for 37 minutes.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Did he know?
Yes.
Yeah. Apparently he was inciting the like people like squashing the stage.
Yeah, he
rushing the
encouraged
stage.
them to rush the stage. Whereas most artists stop and
Yeah, they're like,
have
"Hey,
the
this
audience
person
move
can't
back."
breathe. You guys
Yeah.
need to get back."
Yeah.
yeah, like hundreds of instances on there are hundreds of instances on YouTube of artists performing on stage, stopping in the middle of sets and
Yeah.
like encouraging the crowd to calm down. And one of my favorites, which like so I went to Project Revolution when I was younger, when it used
Humble
to be a
brag.
thing. And what?
Humble brag.
I mean, I guess, but like so I went to Project Revolution, and every time when Linkin Park would come out on stage and they'd get ready to start their sets, one of the things Chester would always say was, what do we do if someone falls? And then the crowd would scream back, we pick them back, we pick them up.
Yeah.
That's what you're
And-
supposed to do.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed
Yeah.
to do.
That's,
Like,
I was going to talk about pit etiquette,
Yeah.
and that's number one pit etiquette.
Dude,
Yeah.
you're a big dude. I know you've been a pit daddy.
Yes, several times.
Yeah.
I am the pit daddy.
yeah, so like
Go ahead,
it's-
Doug. I know you want to say it.
I'm good.
Okay.
I shouldn't tell jokes. This is a serious thing.
Yeah.
So, and you know, like there was a big issue with slam dancing. Like,
Yeah.
you guys getting in the middle of the pit and slinging their fists around, and like that was a huge problem. Like traditional, still is traditional
Crowd
pit
killing.
guys. Yeah, like that pisses off traditional pit guys, and like I've seen guys at concerts start slam dancing, and some bigger dude comes out and just knocks that guy plumb the fuck out because like you don't just sling your fists and elbows fucking around like trying to hurt people. Like that's not what the pit's for.
I've never punched anyone, but I've definitely slammed them out of the pit for doing that. Like just full on body hit them.
Oh yeah.
I've been wild in a pit or two.
Yeah, like there's still like the problem isn't the pit. Like the problem is like those people getting in there with the intention of hurting people, or like those asshole like people that wear the fucking spike bracelets and the shit and then go get in the pit and fucking
purposefully like stabbing people or poking people.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes on at shows where people are taking advantage of the getting lost in a sea of people, like your crowd surf gropers and your slam dance guys and your I just want to get in a fight with some random people because they bumped into me guys, and everybody like that. Most people aren't like that. But that wasn't really the situation here. It wasn't really like a pit thing, right? It was like just the crowd being there being too many people.
Yeah.
And then there wasn't any kind of
crowd control.
And there wasn't enough security to get it under control if that was necessary, which it was.
It sounds like it was very necessary.
Yeah. And then like a lot of the stuff that I've been reading is saying like the people that were on staff for medical care weren't trained or were basically panicking when anything happened. Like they were pulling people out that were unconscious, and they like somebody's like, "You gonna check their pulse?" And they're like, and walking away. So then they're trying to help these people.
Yeah, there was no CPR performed until the actual paramedics showed up that people from the crowd had called 911 on.
Yeah.
Like there was, and so there's also a video where you can see Travis Scott staring in the direction the ambulance are coming in from.
Yeah.
And he just like turns his head and continues to play.
See, that's ridiculous. I had some buddies that went to a System of a Down show, and the crowd was getting wild, and they stopped the show like 3 or 4 times. Like the bass player's like, "I can't continue when there's people dying in this front row."
Yeah,
like you
I've
talked
been to
earlier.
several shows like that.
Yeah,
you know, where people are getting crushed up against the barricade at the front, and they're like, "All right, we need to stop. Everybody needs to take 2 steps back so these people up at the front can breathe."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's being a responsible performer.
Mm-hmm.
Would I know? Like, what is this? Like, Travis?
I have no idea. I've heard of him a couple times.
His career started off sort of undergroundish, and he is like a hardcore rapper guy.
Okay, so is this Astro World? Is it like a festival, or is it just his
show? So Astro World is his album. Is the name of his album that came out in 2018. Okay. And this is like his show that he put on.
Okay, so it's not like a Ozfest Warped Tour.
It might be like multiple
showing my age.
Yeah, there were multiple performers, but
not necessarily a festival, just a longer lineup.
Well, because you said it was in Houston, and it's called Astro World, so I didn't know if it was like a, like because the Houston Astros, were just in the World Series or whatever. I didn't know if it was like
had anything to do with it. Yeah.
Or just like festival. A Houston festival.
They do a ton of festivals in Houston.
Yeah, so I didn't know if it was that or like he did this, if it was like a Ja Rule Fire Fest thing or...
Well, this actually happened.
Well, no, Firefest happened. Just nobody went.
The people that went had a terrible time.
The artists didn't go.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Live Nation.
Yeah, it was a Live Nation.
So Live Nation and Travis Scott are both being sued. There's multiple suits already been filed.
As well, it sounds like they should be.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, it was like a fucking terrible thing that happened that was horribly preventable. Like, again, we keep talking about stuff like this. It's like people dying and there's no reason for them to die.
Yeah.
You got to give a shit. Like, give a shit.
One girl's firsthand account was she was standing there and she was like starting to have trouble like breathing because the crowd was so dense.
Yeah.
And she looked down and realized that she was standing on people.
Yeah.
Just like people underneath everyone,
Yeah.
like being trampled, like lots of them.
That's fucking ridiculous.
And so
It's
she
completely insane.
she
Yeah.
went to the cameraman, like she climbed one of the like pedestals, scaffoldings that the cameraman was on, and was trying to get his attention, and was like, "Hey, you need to stop the show," like, and trying to tell him and point out and stuff like that. And he like ignored her, and then told her that if she didn't get off the scaffolding, he was gonna shove her. And yeah,
Fuck.
yeah, dude, the whole thing is fucking nuts. Like, I don't understand.
That is insane.
So she eventually got down and she called 911. And like she just like told them, she was like, "I'm at this concert and there's people dying and no one is doing anything about it." And then like she was one of the people that called 911. I don't know if she was the first or how many people called, but she posted her firsthand account like the day after the show happened, like the night of, the morning of, or whatever. And it's pretty horrendous, like reading her tell the story, like personally, and being there and stuff.
Yeah. It's fucked up.
Yeah, this is like blows my mind. I've been to some pretty big shows. It's
Yeah.
never been that crazy.
Yeah.
Of course, I've never been to like anything like, everyone's super into. Like the biggest show I probably went to is Iron Maiden, and that was an insanely big show.
Yeah.
But there was none of that happening.
I'm old. On preface.
Yeah.
I went to D'Angelo concert once.
I don't even know what that is.
He was a R&B singer from like the year 2000.
Oh, okay.
He had one song. It was called Untitled, but it had lots of words.
It was in fact titled.
It was, yeah. It was Untitled, parentheses, 18 words after this, in parentheses. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, like, he was like begging not begging. He didn't have to beg because he was like a super ripped dude. He was like, "Take your shirts off. Let me see them titties." And I saw like on command, like 200 girls take their shirts off. Like, that was pretty weird, but like nobody stepped on each other.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is like, if you're an artist and you guys you're artists.
Yeah.
Shane
Like,
is.
You have Dave. I'm
What?
gonna brag, bro. You have a responsibility, like, to your fans. They're like,
How you
the fandom
survive.
is weird and like tribal and like very reverent.
Yeah.
Like if what's his name?
Travis Scott.
If Travis Scott is like, we'll keep going, come up to, like, they're gonna follow you. You're the Pied Piper. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
he should be held responsible for this.
I fully agree. He has a microphone.
And
And
he's
they control
telling
you.
them to do
Yeah.
it. He's inside. He is January 6ing this.
Yeah. It's literally inciting a riot, basically.
I don't care for this one bit.
No. I mean,
Yeah.
I've experienced security doing what they're supposed to do. We went to a Metallica show in Indy, and I don't remember what venue it was. It like the Pepsi Coliseum, maybe. And
They seem a little big to play like the Egyptian room.
yeah, it wasn't a small. It was like a Coliseum kind of or stadium thing. But they had like a no moshing rule. We were on the floor by the stage, and I think they were playing one, and we started moshing, and we didn't know that there was no moshing, and I like pushed Billy because Billy's a smaller guy, and I'm a big guy, so he went across into somebody else, and then started coming at me, and I like braced to hit him to shoulder him, and he just he jumped up at me and then stopped in midair. And I was like, what the fuck? And I looked, and there was like this 6.5, 7 foot tall dude just like had his hands on Billy's shoulders, and he was wearing a fucking security shirt, and he's like, "No moshing," and like set Billy back down. And we were like, "Yes, sir," and we stopped.
That man, Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash. I was at a no moshing show once, and that meant you started a pit in the front. And when the security guard stopped that one, you started in the back.
Yeah.
So we just bounced from pit to pit.
Why are there no moshing shows? Like for
It's just-
destruction of
it-
property?
No, it's insurance.
Oh.
You know,
I guess
you
that makes
can't, like, your
Like-
security's not supposed to let that happen.
I mean, like most of my shows were like college bands.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Clem Snide and shit.
I've been
Probably-
to some
probably-
pretty gnarly pits.
Kind of hard to mosh pit at a Radiohead show.
You still
Not
can,
as hard
though.
as you think. I mean, dude, when exit music for a film comes on,
I don't know. I've
sorry.
seen some crazy pits.
I said
Probably-
I wasn't going to tell jokes.
Probably the craziest pit I've ever seen was at House of Blues in Chicago for Amon Amarth.
I could imagine that being a
but
gnarly
whole
pit.
floor was swirling.
But even
Damn.
then,
Yeah.
it's controlled chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's
Yeah.
it's controlled. It's not like everyone running at the front at the same time and just squashing everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
I was at the House of Blues to see Mindless Self-Indulgence.
Mm.
And so MSI is Mindless Self-Indulgence, and it is a like electronic punk, like hard, like electronic music. I
It's
don't know.
Discordian.
Yeah. So there's they opened. There's an opening band, and everyone was super chill, and we like listened to them, and everything was cool, and like House of Blues was fucking packed. And then MSI came out. Well, their intro track started, and there's like a little piano riff that's like 5 or 4 notes, and it like plays twice before the bass drops and the rest of the music comes in. And I was standing toward the front of the crowd when it happened, and I was not expecting what happened to happen. And in a matter of seconds, I went from being probably 30 feet from the stage to 3 people in front of me, between me and the gate. Like, it was fucking insane. And like, there was no moshing. It was just everyone jumping up and down, like moving their hands.
Yeah.
And I had to work my way back, like, out of the crowd, because like I'm a smaller dude and I don't want to be in that. Like,
Yeah.
I like, there is a good chance I will be a person who gets trampled.
Well, it doesn't really matter how big you are. You're not going to overpower the wave of the 3,000 people behind you.
that's true too.
You know?
That happened to
So-
me at a Descendants show. We were like in the middle of the stage, and the first song started, and I somehow was at the gate.
Yeah, it was just fucking crazy. Like it was like, but it was controlled chaos. It wasn't people. It was it's called fluid dynamics of a crowd.
Mm.
And there's a video that I seen on Reddit from a 2002 concert, and you can see where like 3 people like sway into one other person,
Yeah.
and it starts this like chain reaction across the entire crowd where it creates this weird swirling effect
Yeah.
throughout the middle of the crowd. And they're not moshing, they're just like slightly moving, but that slight movement affects all of the people in the crowd, and it's fucking wild to like see from a top-down aerial view that like the way it
Well,
works.
When I went to that Amon Amarth show, it was general admission, and they didn't block off the balcony, but like no one went up there.
Okay.
So like me and my friends and like a couple of couples were up there, and that was it. There was like 10 people up there,
Yeah.
Damn.
and it was like completely empty otherwise. But like the whole floor was just packed, so we saw all that. It was crazy as fuck.
That's fucking nuts.
I think the gnarliest pit that I was ever in was the first time I saw Guar.
Mm.
It was just like they
You mean
played
the grossest pit.
It was gross. It was awesome, is what it was. But like that pit was just the whole time was just.
Yeah.
They played for like an hour and a half, and felt like I like just jogged like 4 miles after that show,
Probably did.
covered in blood, fake blood.
Yeah.
And alien jizz.
fluid dynamics of a crowd, it sounds like a Ricky Gervais movie.
Yeah. Or a Carcass song.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway.
So yeah, Astroworld was nuts. Travis Scott is a piece of shit.
Yep.
There's lots of proof. If you are even kind of
God.
slightly...
There's other stuff too. But
Oh yeah, there's a lot. Like, it was all already there. Like, that he doesn't care about his fans. Like, there's a bunch of videos that you can find where he's like,
This already sounds clear to me. He doesn't
just
give a fuck
being
about
a piece
his
of
fans.
shit. And then like this situation happened. Like, there's a buildup. Like, people have posted previous videos of situations from his shows, or like him saying stuff, or like even his apology afterwards, like, is a load of fucking shit. Like, it's not even a real apology. People were like, well, I mean, he's clearly disappointed in himself. Like, no, he fucking isn't. Like, he doesn't give a shit.
Each other.
Like, he doesn't really take any of the blame. Like, and it is very much his fault. Like, I mean, it's a lot of people's fault, but like, he is the one person in the situation that could have stepped up and stopped everything from happening.
Yeah.
And
Just stop
did
playing.
nothing.
Y'all need to chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
But you got to keep it hype, man.
So dumb.
Yeah.
I'm pissed. I don't
Yeah.
get pissed by much, and this is pissing me
Okay.
off.
Do we want to cool it down then?
Yeah, after I explain how to turn him off on Spotify. So you go to his artist page, and you can actually select artists to never be played on your Spotify. So you go to his artist page, you click
Hold
the
on,
three
hold on,
dots.
hold on. I'm gonna
Chains
do
on
this.
top of this
I'm
is
gonna
gonna
do
do it.
this right now.
You know what? I'm gonna do it too. I guarantee he would never show up on my Spotify, but
Don't care. Doing
I
it
don't
anyway.
use Spotify, but
What's Spotify?
it's a music streaming app.
Oh, like Napster.
Yes.
Sort of. Okay, so you go to his artist page.
Go to his artist page. You go to the three dots.
the three
in the
dots
corner.
next to follow.
Yep.
Oh, and don't play this artist.
Don't play this artist.
Yep.
It's just that easy.
Clicking on that one. Get fucked, bud.
I don't know how to do it.
Oh my god.
It's super simple.
Found it.
You go to his
Okay.
artist page, you click the three dots by follow, and you click don't play this artist.
See, he doesn't even know what Spotify is, and he
It's
followed
a
the
music streaming
instructions.
service like
I
Napster.
figured it out. Just like Napster.
So yeah, you can
LimeWire.
you can do that. I don't often agree with cancel culture,
Okay,
but
listen. Cancel culture is a made up word. I mean, all words are made up, but like it's not a thing. Like, it's called capitalism. Like, we choose not to purchase or entertain certain things. That's not us being unfair and canceling them because they deserve all of our money. That is called supply and demand. That is like free market. It's laissez-faire, bitches. Like, it's not cancel culture. That's not a thing that happens. It's not a button that we can hit. I mean, in this case,
we
was.
just did.
Poor example. But like, it's not. You're allowed to choose what you do and do not support. Like, that's
Yes,
not cancel
yeah.
culture. That's economics.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I do agree with you, but there is still like this air of the idea that like cancel culture is
That's
not
because shitty people are tired of getting called out for being shitty. And guess what? It's 2021. Wear a mask, get the shot, and stop being an asshole.
These are Doug's statements and in no way endorsed by.
Okay, apparently you can be a
Direct
fucking
Reporters
asshole. I'm sorry.
Productions.
No, don't be an asshole.
No, you're fine. Yeah, it's just like this is this situation has gone too far. If the shit he's done before didn't deserve him not making money, this 100% deserves that he never receives another cent the rest of his life.
Didn't he get a special hamburger from McDonald's?
I don't know, but I want to shit on it if he did.
Yeah.
So, did you guys know that Alanis Morissette is developing a comedy series about her life for ABC?
Is it called ironic?
I hope so.
It better be.
And I want to watch it.
Does it star Dave Coulier?
Oh my god, please.
Entitled Relatable, so
Oh.
boo.
She is a judge on the singing competition that my daughter loves, where there's CGI people. And it is just
What?
awful. Although she has these cool owl tattoos on her forearms.
Is it like 10,000 spoons and all I need is a knife?
Well, I don't know any other lyrics to that song.
Is it like rain on your wedding day? Or is it a free ride when you've already paid?
Well, it's some good advice. You just didn't take.
You should take.
Okay, and also other random news that I hope we can make into some weird bullshit.
We will.
Foo Fighters Dave Grohl unveils horror comedy movie Studio 666.
Whoa.
It'd be funnier if he calls it 666.
I don't know anything about this, and I'm in.
Think a Hard Day's Night of the Living Dead. Oh my god. Fuck you, Deadline.
No, fuck you, Dave Grohl. Can we cancel Dave Grohl?
Hey,
Whoa.
Grohl's a good guy,
Is he though?
I think.
Is
I don't
he?
know. I don't know him.
Or is he like Tom Hanks, where he's just good at hiding the bodies?
Oof.
I think they're under the house in the burbs.
Oh, dude.
Oh, that.
I mean,
movie.
that's not the. This isn't the show for that. But if that happens,
Oh, if
I'm
we talk
there.
about the verbs. With laughs among the scares and splatter, you've got a handle on whatever. Nobody actually gives a shit. Dave Grohl's making a horror movie. It's supposed to come out in February.
I'm in.
it's a terrible time for a horror movie to come out.
Yeah.
It's like the least scary month.
I don't know. It's pretty
Unless
cold
you're
in
40
February.
and single, am I right, guys?
Or 31.
Wow.
It was a 1993 Margaret Cho joke.
This is like not supposed to be depressing after while we were talking about random stuff, but it got there.
Yeah, it did. So did you know that Leonardo DiCaprio is set to play cult leader Jim Jones in a biopic?
Whoa.
Oh, I didn't.
I think that will be interesting.
That might be very interesting.
Oh yeah. I don't know that it's a good idea, especially having Leo DiCaprio, who already has a cult following, play Jim
Cult
Jones.
leader. The people like actually drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
I mean, like, do you guys know a lot about like actually what happened? Like, it wasn't quite as like,
Culty.
yeah, it was like a large scale hostage situation. It wasn't like a cult, really. It was. I mean, they're like originally it was, but then everybody was like, what?
Yeah.
And then he just like kept them in the South American jungle.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Jonestown is like, if you want like a what the fuck is this read, read about what happened in Jonestown. Like, all of it is. It's not like a Waco thing. It's
Well, Waco was like outside interference causing the like meltdown and everything, right?
but like, Koresh was like a cult leader.
Yeah.
Like Jim Jones was like a used car salesman, and when it came time to cash those checks, it was everybody was like,
Hey, bro.
yeah. It's different situations.
Yeah.
Interesting. John Wick 4 has officially wrapped filming.
Hell yeah.
Ugh.
The fuck, Doug?
Even after 3, I'm still excited for this movie.
I'm excited because Jason Mantzoukas will be in 4.
So we'll fuck, I can't remember his name.
Lawrence Fishburne's,
He
I
might.
only watched the
he might
first
be.
one.
Paul Giamatti, Peter Serafinowicz.
Donnie Yen.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Oh, Lawrence Fishburne is going to be in 4 again.
He's in all of them.
Yeah, he's Morpheus, guys.
So Donnie Yen is also in 4. Bill Skarsgård is going to be in 4.
He was in that vampire show with Jason Joe Manganiello's.
True
Bill
Blood?
Skarsgård?
Yeah, wasn't he
He's
the
in-
bad the vampire in that?
Different Skarsgård.
You're Alexander.
How many Skarsgårds are there?
4.
And then the dad,
That's a lot
Who
of
is Stellan?
Skarsgårds.
who was in Dune.
He's also in like Avengers and all the Thor movies except for 3.
Yes.
Which
but
Skarsgård was Pennywise.
Did you see him in Dune?
Yeah, I did, but like he's in the Marvel movies.
Yeah. But dude.
I'm gonna hit you with this fucking mic stand.
No, don't.
Hiroyuki
Hiroyuki.
Sanada is also in John Wick 4. Hiroyuki plays Scorpion in the new Mortal Kombat movie and is arguably one of the best aspects of that movie.
No,
Devin.
that's not. That's all the only good aspect of that movie, I think.
I don't know, man. I got literally nothing to back that up.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah, there's not.
that's literally the only good thing about that movie.
I want to back up.
It was pretty bad.
The John Wick 3 was good.
I disagree with you.
They had a fight in a knife museum. That's
Uh-huh.
fucking dope. He kills a dude with a book.
Well, I mean, okay, like
Say the thing you said again.
He kills a dude with a book.
No, say the whole thing together.
He has a fight in a knife museum and then kills a guy with a book. That's fucking dope.
All right, after the show, I'm going to explain to you how Chekhov's guns work.
You know, it's a movie that has people killing people with stuff that's in books that's like really, really awful.
Macaulay Culkin's the page master.
I was going to say that too.
That
He
one's
said-
really awful. I don't
he
know. I
said
haven't
awful.
watched it in a long time.
It's a good movie though.
I loved Page Master.
But go ahead. Me too.
I don't even remember
Death Note.
Gunpowder Milkshake or whatever.
Oh, fuck that movie. Amy? Like, I don't know, girl. But, like,
Not this.
what
like
was
this.
that? It made no sense. And it was so bright. And,
Well,
don't try to say that movie made sense.
No, I'm not. It makes sense that she took the role. I thought the movie was pretty. But the reason I think it makes sense that she took the role is because of all the people she got to do the movie with. Honestly, I think that's what sold her.
Yeah, but why? Like, they were just like, it was a situation like movie 43 or whatever, where they're like, yeah, this person's in it. So other people did it.
I have no idea. Because it, like that was just did not. And then it, like, with
This
the
is terrible.
diner and then the public library and then the weird
Uh-huh.
thing, and they go to the tree house or whatever
Uh-huh.
that was.
Yeah, it's a fucking awful
And then
movie.
Yeah,
there's
it's a bad movie.
The weird Winnebago and that girl that's married to Connie Britton and the stabbing and the what?
We don't have to talk about the whole movie. I just wanted
I
to
just
talk
did.
about bad
That was all of it.
book guns, murder stuff.
I don't know what.
Don't.
I'm not seeing
You
the
don't
movie.
need to. You don't need to know about
However,
Cool. If
It's
it's not on
terrible.
VHS, I can't watch it anyways.
if you are in the mood for a female assassin-esque type movie, and you've already watched Black Widow 4 times, I do recommend Jolt with Kate Beckinsale.
What about that Kate movie?
Eh,
Is that not good?
It was okay.
No.
Jolt was good. I liked Jolt a lot. Kate was
Can't
okay.
even
Kate was
hear
better than
that.
Gunpowder Milkshake. You could also watch it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even recommend watching Gunpowder Milkshake. It's not even a movie I would be like, yeah, someone might like this.
Gunpowder Milkshake feels like someone described the plot of John Wick to somebody.
It feels like somebody explained the plot of John Wick to a 60-year-old white dude and also said you should make this movie for women. And then he had no clue
What a
the
woman
fuck
was.
a woman was.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Moving on. Squid Game creator confirms a second season is in the works.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
Fucking yes.
I've not seen it.
I didn't need a second season, but whatever.
It's really good. I enjoyed it.
I don't like. Is it just Running Man?
No,
Mm,
not
No.
really.
you just gotta
it's
watch
not.
it.
I don't though.
I mean, you don't have to, but
It's not televised for one thing.
yeah.
It's not. I thought it was.
No.
I thought the whole thing. Like, how do you watch it then?
No, you. So you get on the dark web.
Dark Web.
I'm kidding. Don't do that.
Oh, Shane.
You did.
It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix original. So it's on streaming.
I hope you guys
Anyway.
weren't waiting for me.
That's all I
don't know
got.
what the fuck?
I guess we can. I've still been playing Inscription. It's a video game. We talk about video games. Can we do that?
Yeah.
We can. We're also at an hour 20, so we just want to end it. We can do
Oh.
that too.
All right, I don't have to talk about it. I've been playing Inscription. It's fun.
I started playing Vanguard. Doug's been playing Diablo 2.
I've started playing Diablo 2, but I have to play offline.
I played 5 minutes of Left 4 Dead, Back 4 Blood.
Back for Blood.
That
It felt
was
super
fun.
clunky, didn't it?
I did not like the controls at all.
Yeah.
I could not even. I played like 5 minutes and was like, I do glad this is on Game Pass.
I have
Yeah.
some buddies that are really into it because they're like, you should play with us. I'm like, I would.
I don't play a lot of video games, so I'm like super picky about what I do play.
Right.
And like if there's so many aspects of video games that immediately I'm just like, I don't want to play this. Like pretty much almost anything in third person, I'm out.
Oh,
Okay.
man, nah. I gotta see my dude.
I don't like to see my dude.
You should play Diablo because it's the best video game ever made.
I do not want to play Diablo.
Why are
It's
you sighing
fun.
at that?
Because it's wrong?
No, it's like it's like a real damn video game. It's not an interactive movie where I have to occasionally push the A button, and when I die, they're like, it's okay, you just go ahead. Like, it's a real game. It's fun.
Yeah, no, I mean,
It's
I
fine.
understand,
Meh.
like, everyone's different, like, with their video game. I mean, in general, but, like, with their video games, like, everyone likes different stuff. And, like, for me, I like to feel like I am the character. Now, I do like RTSs. Those are usually fun. But that's, like, you're, like, in a god perspective, like, controlling a civilization, essentially. It's like, I enjoy those types of games, but when we get down to it, I really just prefer pretty much any game to be first person.
I like a hack and slash action RPG.
I love those.
It's great, like when you
When
have a
they're
bad day, you know,
in
you're just
first
like,
person.
I'm gonna kill everybody.
Yeah. There have been like quite a few games I've enjoyed that are just so good, like I can get past the third person thing. I can't do the third person over the shoulder. Like if it's third person, it has to be like full third
Isometric.
person. Yeah, isometric. Like I can't do the over one shoulder thing. That drives me fucking bonkers.
I just like video games. I'll play anything.
I'll try pretty much anything. I just, whether or not I'll
Yeah.
continue playing it or not
Yeah.
is a totally different thing.
Fair.
I'm
Like-
pretty much just solidly an RPG guy. I used to play sports games, but
Every time somebody brings up sports games, I think about Nathan downloading fucking the new Madden, and it was like, you have to play the last Super Bowl before you can even get to the menu, and he's like, what the fuck? Fuck you! I don't want to fucking play as either of these goddamn teams, and he fucking like shut it off and uninstalled it, and was like, fuck off.
Madden has gotten so complicated. Like
Yeah, it started off trying to make him make a football player. Like he turned it on and it was like, make your football player Madden 2022 or whatever. And he was like, what the fuck? Skip this. And he skipped it. And then it was like, you're playing I don't remember who played in the 2019 Super Bowl 2020.
Some sports teams played.
Do
Why
you
are you looking at
remember?
me?
Because we used to play fantasy together. I didn't know if you paid attention at all
I
anymore.
was a warlock.
Not that. Fantasy football. God, I can't remember who played. But anyway, it was like two teams that neither of us gave a shit about, and he was like, fuck this shit. Fuck you. Fuck Madden. And just uninstalled it.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I think the last one I played was 2018's Madden. I always liked the Madden games, but like,
yeah,
they're so involved now.
Yeah.
It's like it's a sports RPG game.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking nuts. Like it's cool, but like I just want to quick play.
That's what I like about the FIFA games, though, is that you're basically like the team's GM.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
They
some
kinda
people like
started
it.
Yeah, a little
Isn't there
bit.
a
But
baseball game
I
that was like that,
remember
though?
the show was like that a lot.
Yeah.
I remember like in 2004, 2003, they started to team up with the NCAA college football games. So where
Mhm.
like if you bought the NCAA of that year and Madden of that year, you could like play in college and then get drafted into Madden.
I don't remember
Whoa.
any of that.
Yeah, well, it was the PlayStation 2 era with
Yeah.
like memory cards and shit. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I'm old.
Never been super into sports games. I tried to play hockey, play some NHL.
NHL Blitz 94.
NHL Blitz,
I'll play Blitz.
motherfucker.
I play a lot of Blitz.
Loved Blitz. NBA hoops.
I remember playing
Jams. Def
NBA
Jam.
Street.
Was it NBA Jams?
It was NBA Jam. Just
Where
NBA
you-
Jam.
It was 3
NBA
on 3.
Jam.
Yeah.
And the ball caught on fire.
He's on fire.
Yeah.
That
NBA
kid
Jam.
eating it
That
up.
shit was awesome.
Yeah, NBA Jam's good. NBA Street used to play a lot of that. NFL Street played a lot of that too.
Backyard baseball.
Backyard baseball.
This is a weird show, guys.
Mario
Yeah.
Golf.
Dude, Mario Tennis was the
Mario
shit.
Tennis was a shit too. I liked Mario Tennis and Mario Golf.
Like, it's like the best one, I think.
I wish they would
Monkey
remake
Ball
those.
is the best golfing game, though.
I never played that one.
Yeah, I never
It's
played
so
that.
fun. Super Monkey Ball. It is like a monkey and a ball. I don't know. But you're like, it's like putt-putt, but like real big.
How could it go wrong?
And you're just like, you hit the monkey, and he's like, whee! Hole in one. And then he dances and you get a banana.
I'm sold. Well, I think we're gonna wrap this up.
So,
Right?
on next week's Hostful, do we want to review the Quantum Leap episode that Doug mentioned?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Do I have to come back?
You don't have to.
Cool.
I'll do it.
Cool.
It's actually your
terrible.
show.
He's just like telling us.
You never have to.
No, I mean I'll review the show. Either it's just me that watched it.
Yeah, just the one episode. We'll just watch the one episode, talk about it for a few minutes.
Okay. All right. Well, if that is all, that is all. This has been the DQB Does Hostful. I've been Dave.
Your boy.
My boy. Yeah, your boy. That's me. Fuck.
Try again.
All right, I'm doing it. This has been the DQB Does Hostful. I've been Dave, ya boy.
Yeah, boy.
We also have my hype man, Shane, and the mumbler, Russell.
I spoke fairly clearly today.
He did. We gotta get him a new name. And Doug.
Just Doug is funny.
Dazzling Doug.
Dazzling Doug.
Fuck you. What the fuck?
This has been a production of the Drafty Quarters Podcast Network.